Hey everyone, welcome to our next video series. This is for our August 18th and 19th week. Hey, can you believe there are actually only 2 more weeks left in our summer series? These are the last 2 weeks for our silly Summer Olympics. So this weekend and then next weekend, the 25th and 26th, that will be for our Olympic celebration day, where everybody will be getting cookie medals and all kinds of fun things. So hey, you didn't give up. You hung in there. That's our whole motto for this month, right? Never give up. And here we are at the finish line. And so this week, with the whole never give up and preparing my heart for this weekend with the kids, I was listening to an Andy Stanley sermon on YouTube. And if you never had a chance to check him out, he has such great messages. I love listening to him. But in this particular case, in this message, this was a leadership conference, Catalyst it was called, and he was talking to leaders about courage, having courage and leadership. And one of the things he said that really stuck out to me was, sometimes our circumstances say stay, but when we get down our knees and kneel, God says go. And I don't know if any of you have ever had an experience like that, but I know our family has. Just a few years ago, my husband Chris, he hasn't always owned his own business. He worked for his parents for years and years and years, actually from a young teenager, with the intention that he was always going to take over their business. And then about maybe 8 years ago now, we ran across some information that wasn't good, and we knew that things had to change, and if they didn't, we wouldn't be able to continue in that position. And so 2 years had gone by with struggles and just trying to fix things, and we realized that we weren't going to be able to fix it. But our circumstances said stay. When we talked to friends and then about what was happening, the idea was, what, you're going to give up a good paying job, you're going to sell your house, you're going to go where? Everything was such an unknown. It was scary. But we knew when we got down on our knees and we prayed, we knew God said go. And so we did. We packed up everything that we had. We sold everything we could sell, and we moved out of state, about 900 miles away. And we were there for 9 months. And long story short, God blessed us tremendously. We came back, and God said, Chris, you're going to start your own business. And so now, fast forward a few years, it hasn't been super easy. Definitely things have been rough and trying, but we know where God wants us to be, and we know that we followed that call, and we know we didn't give up, even when it was hard. Even when our circumstances said stay, it's so much easier. Sometimes our wisest decisions aren't the easiest ones to do. So I just want to encourage you this week. Maybe some of you are going through a hard time right now. Maybe some of you are on your knees in prayer and just saying, God, are you telling me to go, or are you telling me to stay? But everything else is telling me the opposite. So just like we teach the kids, and we're going to share with them this weekend, we don't ever give up. We got to follow what God says, but it's got to be met down on our knees. So this weekend, when you're with the kids, like I said, 2 more weeks, but this is the same drill we've done over and over. Our little video for Never Give Up is Simone Biles, the gymnast. You probably heard about her at her last Olympics. She made quite a scene, a good scene, that is, not a bad scene. So we'll have that video. Our first game is the Heads or Tails game, which they're very familiar with. And then I'm super excited about our Coaches Huddle this time, because we're going to have our very own theatrical pop star, if you will, Sarah Cagle. She's going to do just a very small little skit to get the kids' attention. She's going to come in as a Swedish chef trying to make an angel food cake that just is not working for her. So MCs, you have a little part to play in that as well. And if you read the Coaches Huddle, you'll see you can kind of wing it on your own. Just read the script to kind of get an idea. It's a super, super short script, just a sentence or two. So make sure you take a look at that so you can be prepared. The kids they love when we do skits, so this will be a great opportunity to kind of capture their attention in a different way. So after that, we have our second game, which is a laundry basket relay. You can read that over. And then we will stay in our small groups for a little bit of a team huddle, where it's just a couple review questions and then some time for you to go over the memory verse with them. So sorry for my terrible videotaping skills today. So the small coaches, next week will be an opportunity for them to earn a prize. So we want to make sure we really practice that memory verse with them this weekend. So, hey, I think that's it. Enjoy the rest of your week. Pray about situations where you've never given up, or maybe a time when God says go and you feel like everybody else is saying stay. Until then, I'll have a great week. I'll see you this weekend. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.